Okay, so you're mad at Trump for what the Catholic churches have done. You don't have to like the man, okay? Nobody is making you like the man. He just does our country put money in our pocket, people's pockets. That's really all it is about for you, right? It's just Trump's going to put money in your pockets. It's not about being a like righteous and moral nation, and then that would actually bring goodness to everybody's pockets, right? So, first of all, I have spent for 4 years every single day, more than once a day, putting up videos, doing nothing but promoting Trump. That said, I do think for myself, and no, I don't like that he praises the Catholic Church. I think he does it for other reasons, but no, I know that the Catholic Charities Organization is trafficking people at the border. I know how they treat the kids in the state system. And even though you think that's no big deal, no, it is a big deal. Because again, the founders said the Constitution only would work for immoral people. So if we want to be so immoral that we just disregard the millions of children around the world that have been abused, molested by the Catholic Church in every country, then that's not being a moral people, which will not put this country back on a righteous path where we can actually live under the Constitution and all benefit from it. So the two go hand in hand. If you want to see Trump as a god, and that he's going to come in and he's going to just give you money and that's going to make everything better. No, we can't. There's no living under what the founders created unless the people are a moral people, which means you call out the Catholic Church. We are a nation that allows any religion, okay? But don't claim you're Christian when you have an abuse history that is through the roof. The Catholic Church tried to kill King James I. They wanted to blow him up in Parliament. All because he was trying to follow the Bible, believe it or not. And they didn't like that because what their goal has been, that Vatican, has been about power, money, and control. Which is why the fruits they keep producing are bad. I totally support Donald Trump. I do. I do believe that God protects him. Absolutely, most especially after the assassination attempts. And I think he's a righteous man. But yes, it does upset me when he praises organizations that we all know have a history of bad fruits, bad deeds. So you can think that that's no big deal. And I've gotten one comment after another about thinking I don't support Trump. Why? Because I disagree with him about something. He doesn't strike me as a man. I mean, if he is the type of man that expects you to agree with everything he says and just worship him, and I don't think that he's like that. I think he likes people that will challenge him, because how many really would challenge him? Most people end up falling into the trap of worshiping him. And that won't save our country. To believe in him and to believe, yes, God's leading him is one thing, but to worship him and that he can never do wrong or that you can't disagree with him, well, that's not what this country was about. But I've done nothing but support him. I still support him 100%. But I also think sometimes the reason he does what he does is to provoke people to say something. I do. I mean, he has a different way of operating. I mean, he's managed to turn the country, back towards patriotism, which is what's needed. As he said in the inauguration address, we're the only country, well, he didn't say this part, but he was saying that if you love our country, then you love God. And America was the first country that ever was created to where the founder said, no, our king, no kings, the only king we have over us is Jesus Christ. See, everything else in the Bible had kings. But America said, no, we're going to be biblically mature enough that no, we can be a moral, mature people and let God lead us individually. But that meant speaking up. So I sometimes think because of the people he does praise, he's trying to get the public to speak up, even if it means speaking up and calling him out. If he's a man that just wants everybody to agree with him, or he just to hell with you, and I don't think that's how he is at all. I think that he's interested in dialogue and hearing the other sides to things. I think that that's why he does what he says. But what does everybody do? They do it with every president, actually. No matter what they say, everybody's like, yeah, even though you may not even fully understand what the hell they're saying. So instead of, because everybody loves Donald Trump, and I love Donald Trump, anybody that's followed me for a while knows how much I go to bat. And I mean, I'm totally 100% behind him. But do you think he just wants people to mindlessly believe whatever he says? I mean, I think he wants you to believe in that he wants what's good for the country. But I think he also knows, just because he has great companies, right, that takes a lot of different people with different ideas, maybe that differ from his. And that in a country where we want to have our Constitution restored, it will take the people themselves. As he said it in his inauguration address, the power must be with the people. So the people need to say something when they see a leader that is promoting a church that has a massive child abuse problem in it, that's trafficking people at the border. And I think he does it so that people will speak up. But then I get a ton of people in my comment section that act like I'm not supporting Donald Trump and I'm being I'm not being fair to him. No, I go above and beyond to be fair. But I also will call out what I think is not right. But I think he knows what the Catholic Church has done. This is sort of his pattern. And I think it's to get the people to be engaged. It's sort of 5D chess, if you want to think about it. That he's going to promote the Catholic Church because there'll be that demographic, let's say in America, that will say, no, sorry, Donald Trump, I don't agree with you. I love you. I fully support you. I will vote for you no matter what. But you're wrong about this. I think that's what he wants to see, because if you're going to give power back to the people, then the people can't just be mindless and say, we are going to do whatever he says. We need to be thoughtful people that think about these things. And when we disagree with the leaders, we stand up and we speak up. That's our responsibility.